We are live for the premiere episode of The Shot Callers featuring myself. Hello, everyone. I am award-winning director, producer, editor, and the man of many talents, Kalvo G. And on the flip side,
Yo, this is Yabui. They waiting on
Your
who's
boy,
next.
they waiting on who next.
and we are excited to have you all tune in, like I said, for our first episode of The Shot Callers, where we will be breaking down everything from film, from independent filmmaking to Hollywood, all the techniques to do what we do, as well as much, much more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's on the agenda for today?
But yeah, so for tonight, we're just gonna kind of talk about the podcast, and I have some news that I would like to talk about over, things that's been occurring in Hollywood, and then we'll just continue the conversation and let it flow as it goes.
Okay, let's get it.
So first, let me again introduce myself, everyone. So I am Kalvo G. I am originally from Alabama. I have been working in film for over 10 years. I am primarily a director. I write, direct, edit, do everything except for sound. And so, yeah, we'll be talking about everything from breaking in. In this podcast, we will also be inviting guests of different people who work in the industry to come on and just kind of share their expertise as we talk about and break down everything cinema.
Yes, sir.
All right, Angie Boo. Yeah, talk about yourself.
Okay, I don't talk too much, but yes, I'm a cinematographer, photographer. I'm behind the camera, trying to do my best to make your scripts come to life, and that's about it. Let's go back to Calvo.
So, let me just tell y'all real quick how this podcast came about. So, the shot callers, right? So, I am a director. I call the shots on set, right? Yabui is a cinematographer, director of DP.
They not like us. They not like us.
And he gets the shots on set. We both know each other. We've both been working in the industry for a long time. But however, we have not actually worked together as a director DP combination. And so for you all who are outside of the film community, a lot of people know what a director is. So director, is the one who kind of like gives the vision and directs the vision. On the flip side though, a director's photography, which is what Yabui is, he is the cinematographer. He handles everything from just controlling the camera, the lenses, capturing the shot, and the essence of everything that is film related. So both of us are two people who work behind the scenes, and we both have a lot of insight. And I think just from our work relation, because we've worked on projects together, just not as director and DP, we have through conversation learned a lot from each other. He's taught me a lot as this podcast goes on, and each episode will break down different parts of equipment. DP deals with a lot of equipment and a lot of the technical stuff. And Yabua, you all, he is a technical wizard. Let me get a womp womp. And so each episode we will be going through, just taking out our time to really like spotlight a different type or piece of equipment that can really help you all. It may be something of more photography, more of a higher magnitude, but a lot of the stuff that we're going to be trying to break down are stuff that you can order yourself, use on smaller projects, and really get a more cinematic look for whatever you're trying to achieve. So back to how this podcast came about, you all. So, like I said, both of us work a lot behind the scenes.
Just one technical thing. Can everybody check in with us and give some hearts if the audio and the video are together? Are they synced up? Does everything seem synced up to you guys? Is there like a delay on the sound versus the video? I'll just check in myself. 1 second.
Can you all hear us? All right, so we get some hearts.
I guess we're synced up right. Okay.
All right, appreciate that.
Go ahead, bro.
And so I came by, I was a couple weeks ago getting ready to speak on the panel for a convention here in Pensacola. And I realized I hadn't talked or seen Yaboo in a minute. So I stopped by to just see him, to just catch in and just, see how life is treating them. And he was like, "Hey, bro, you want to do a podcast?"
Of course.
And we are here doing the podcast. I think both of us, funny enough, shoot podcasts for other people and different clients. And so for us to just really step out of our own comfort zone and come forth and do our own podcast, we really want to come forward and just kind of like share our insight and everything that we've learned along the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so now let's kind of transition. Yabui, did you watch the Oscars?
No, I was actually here editing. Didn't get a chance to watch the Oscars, but tell me about it.
So y'all, let me just say these are opinions. The Oscars was a great show this year. However, from a minority standpoint, it still was a good show, but it was not that many black people that was nominated. However, it was a good show. And I did tune in, and I was upset that Cynthia Erivo did not take home Best Actress for Wicked, you all, because she did such a good job. Not the crickets. Oh God. So this is funny, but one thing that really happened at the Oscars that I think is important for us and like people who are tuning in, a lot of independent filmmakers, is that Anor, feature length film that was made independently, won. Like it was the top winner at the Oscars, you all. It won like 5 Oscars. Everything from Best Picture, Best Director, Original Screenplay, Best Actress, and Best Film Editing. And so for me personally, with me being an independent filmmaker, it really like stood out to me. I have not seen the film, you all.
You have not seen the film? Have you seen the trailers? I don't even know what that movie is.
So yeah, like that's the thing. A lot of people for the first time are hearing about it from it winning. I knew a little bit about it, but I did not watch it. So the premise of what it is about the sex worker. I think she's a stripper or something. And she falls in love with a Russian guy who I believe is tied to the mafia, and things get a little dirty. But it's a fairy tale without the fairy tale. It's how it's from what I've read and what it's described is a little raw.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Did a podcast for Elise on yesterday. Nothing but sex in that movie. So that's what's gonna win the Oscars. If you got a Monsters Ball, like Halle
Oh
Berry.
yeah,
Is it Monsters Ball?
it was Monsters Ball. Yeah,
Yeah, she took it off and did her thing, and yeah, I think everybody watched the movie to that part, and then they all left after that part. So
it is Halle Berry, but no, I mean really, like the movie is about, like I said, a stripper who fell in love, and it won 5 Oscars. But for it to win 5 Oscars, like, and be an independent film, that says a lot. And for the content to be as out there as it is, that says a lot too. Because I think, like, for me as a filmmaker, sometimes like I feel like, well, not just for me, but as filmmakers, independent filmmakers, you feel like you have to like get in with a studio, uh to make it to an Oscar, or even just make it in general to where like your work is out there. And this is someone who's just like an independent filmmaker, kind of like us. He had an idea, he was able to raise some funds, he made a good movie, obviously a great script because it won the Oscar for it, and he was able to just like put it out there. And I think like, let me bring this up. So the director, his name is Sean Baker. So another thing about him was like Sean Baker, he won Best Director, Best Editor, Best Screenplay, and overall Best Film, right? So this man, being who he is, he won 4 Oscars for just working independently. Like he edited his own film. A lot of films,
wow, really?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So his okay. His name's all over the credits. It's just
It is. It's
written,
just
directed, edited,
yeah.
independent film.
Independent film.
Maybe
So
maybe the Peppermint Lady or Southern Village,
yeah.
might show up on there sometime.
I mean, like this. That's what the kind of conversation is kind of tying into. Like anything is capable. Like any project that you do, it doesn't have to be studio led. Can win and achieve the greatest success as a filmmaker. an Oscar. Because I mean, this guy, he broke like barriers just doing it. To say like, all right, I'm gonna write a film, I'm gonna direct it, I'm gonna shoot it, and then when they Oscars,
Mm.
that's crazy.
I know that definitely gives me motivation to push harder with what we're doing because we just don't know, man. Just go ahead and make these films. You're a dope writer, similar everything. You're a dope everything. I
Appreciate
really
that.
I really look up to you in the way that you're so creative from the writing process to editing to the sound and everything. So yeah, big ups to you.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, speaking of writing, another thing that happened at the Oscars was I was a little disappointed about was it's this film called The Nickel Boys. You heard about it?
No, I'm so out of it right
I
now.
know.
This
Like,
year,
let me
just
take
who
it.
who goes to the movies anymore? Everything's streaming. For the most part, it was Nickel Boys
So it
in the
wasn't a wide.
theater,
It
or
wasn't
is it
a.
streaming?
It wasn't a wide release, so it was hard to come about. So like I said, like the Oscars this year wasn't the typical Oscars because a lot of what we would consider mainstream films did not land at the Oscars.
I mean, they might be all scared because Diddy might, snitch on them. You know what I'm saying?
Weinstein. No, I'm just playing. Um, terrible. But no. So like another film that landed at the Oscars this year for a best adapted screenplay. When you talked about screenplay, it made me think about it. Was this film called Nickel Boys, written by a black director, and directed Ramel Ross, Alabama native, but it's based off of. You ever heard of Dozier School of Boys?
No, see, I'm gonna have to get you. Have to educate
So
me,
let me
bro.
tell
I'm
you.
just
So
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 behind.
Dozier School of Boys, you all. I believe it's like outside of Marianna, Florida. If anyone in the comments knows, y'all can correct me. But it was a like a place where they sent juvenile boys back in the day, like a reformation school.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but fortunately, like a lot of abuse was going on here, and so like it came out like a couple years ago because I was working in the news then at the time where they were uncovering all these dead bodies and unmarked bodies from like these
What?
boys that were there. It was terrible. But anyway, this guy he made a movie about it, called Nickel Boys, and it won. Well, didn't win, but it was nominated for best adapted screenplay, and I just thought about that, so it was pretty interesting. Oh,
Hey, man, we need to check out these movies we haven't watched. Maybe do like a breakdown, just
yeah,
favorite scenes, maybe, and
let's
then go
let
ahead and put on this podcast in the next couple weeks. So
let's set it
the
up.
Nickel Boys and what's the other one? What's
Honora.
Honora?
Yeah.
Honora. Okay.
So we'll go from the strip club
The strip club to the to
to
the
the
jailhouse.
terrible. But no, speaking of which, so like when you get I just want to ask you just on the spot, right? So as a DP cinematographer, right? When you read like when someone sends you a script, what's the first thing you do? Like outside of read, do you read it or do you just like I'm gonna just wait till I get the set and just hear what I need to do, or like how do you break that down?
I mean, I think of the shots just mentally, but being an independent filmmaker, you don't know what the location's gonna be. And I just like, working with El Rico for Southern Village. Basically, I just show up to the spot and then I make my adjustments. We should be doing shot lists, but I mean, we've been successful without shot lists, but yeah. I just try to internalize, just try to think of like the color, like how I'm gonna color grade it, and then go from there. Like that's pretty much it.
What's up? Yeah, I think like so I've only well I shot like projects outside of mine, but a lot of them were documentary style. I think I shot like for sure one project that was written by my boy Jeff Benjamin, Marry Me Yesterday.
Oh
Excellent.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
that was a dope project, man. Yeah. What's your process when you get a script,
So
someone else's script
so
actually?
that was my first script that I shot that I did not write. And it was interesting because like for me writing it, like I saw it one way, and of course, like everyone has their own interpretation or perspective of it. So like I saw it one way, and Jeff kind of he kind of long saw it the same way I saw it, but we did kind of like talk things out and kind of work it out and shot list, and it was interesting. For me, I just like every time I read a script, like it's like reading the book. Like you can kind of vision it in your head, you know. And so I kind of like take what I envision in my head and kind of like write it out in shots, and then kind of like share that. And so that's kind of cool, kind of way I do it. But I think everyone does it differently, and so I always am interested to hear how like other people's workflow goes.
Oh yeah, that's my process. You know what? I really focus on how I'm gonna light the scene when I read those things. If it's a darker scene, if you need a high key, if you need to do a little Rembrandt, just different lighting situations. I think that's most of my process as far as setting it up because you never know the locations are that you're gonna get. Like I said before.
Yeah, so I think like, and that makes you more of a DP than me because I do not be thinking about lighting. I like I do sometimes go online and I look and try to get like inspiration from so it's like the shot list. This one
Shot
called,
deck.
yeah, shot
Shot
deck,
deck.
shot
Shot.
deck.
Love shot deck.
Yeah,
Shot
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 deck.
deck
Yeah,
definitely
you know
a
what I'm talking
great
about.
tool to just it'll tell you which camera, how they lit it. Every the lens that they use. Shot deck is definitely a great tool if you want to start doing some pre
Pre
pre-game. I don't want to say pre-game,
production.
pre-production. Sorry, thanks for the pre-production. Is shot deck definitely want to use that as a tool to get started, so you know exactly what lighting you need and yeah, and how you want to compose a shot.
And so let me tell y'all too, for y'all watching, shot deck comes with a subscription, but it comes with a free trial that lasts like 14 days, I think.
Yep, just use it when you need to use a project, and
So
then
make
create
it
another Gmail.
get there.
They not like us. They not like us.
No, seriously though, because I have used just about every email I use for each project, and it just works wonders. But also, it's another one called Film Grab too that you can use. So basically, like it's like it shows film still. So if you have watched the movie and you're like, man, this looks so good, you can like type in that movie, whatever scene it is, they'll find it, and you can like use that as like a picture for like inspiration. And so, yeah, I think that's another little thing I like to use as well.
Oh, also, if you use shot deck, you can actually do a screenshot, and then you can actually match the color if you want to get that vibe in any pretty much every I think every editor can match the color of a picture. Also, you can use ChatGPT and put the picture in there. It'll actually create a LUT for you. You can use that as
Really?
and you can use that as a LUT for your project. So if you want to kind of cheat, because some people told me, "Oh yeah, Yabui, all I do is screenshot your videos and then just copy and paste." I'm like, "What?" And then yeah, do that.
So, talking about screenplays and stuff too, I do want to talk like rewind it and circle back around to that. So, like I was saying, Nickel Boys won Best Adapted Screenplay, right? And so in the industry, we always hear people talking about screenplays and scripts, right? So I was always wondering, like, personally to myself before I got into like the industry and stuff, like you hear people say, like, oh, I wrote a screenplay, oh, I wrote a script. Like, what does that mean? Like,
I always thought those were the same things. It's just a more formal way of saying it. But I think maybe it's adapt for like a play versus a movie. I'm not sure, man. We got to Google that.
so I looked it up,
Uh-huh.
right? So a script is, according to the internet, a script is the general term for a written content of film, TV show, or play, right? And a screenplay is a structured format specifically for film, including scene directions, camera movements, and dialogue.
Oh, okay.
So I think like that's kind of cool. I know for me, a lot of times when I write, I might be writing what I consider to be a script, but sometimes I do like put like I want the camera to pan left and catch this and stuff. So what I might actually writing is a screenplay.
Exactly. And screenplays, scripts. Man, there's so many people that come to me. Hey, you buoy, I want to shoot a movie. Do you have it in a script form? No, I have it on my iPhone. I have it like on I have it in a notepad. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's your experience with that?
So of course, as a filmmaker, I get it all the time. People message and reach out all the time saying they have an idea or a book or a poem or something, and that they would like to, you know, transpose into a film. Uh, and I think you know, I always say anything is possible. Like, let's just sit down and talk about it. But that's a lot of work, you all, sometimes. And I have actually been working on a script, transposing my first book into a script. Not my book, but a book that a family member of mine wrote into a script, into a feature length play. So we've been kind of like,
Oh, that's
yeah,
exciting.
it is. It's been an exciting process. We we need to kind of reconvene. We haven't spoken in a while, but it's still an ongoing process. Something that we've been working on for a while now. She wrote this incredible book, my cousin Latanya Green, and it is going to be a great project coming out sooner, hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, just you know, people who have seen movies or based off or seen movies based off of books, like the book is always different from the movie, or the movie is always different from the book. So it's interesting, like going through and breaking down things and really trying to highlight, you know, different elements that you want to bring forth in a cinematic way that you can't really uh well, I guess you could, but that wouldn't make sense bringing it from the book, you know.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. So, now one of the things that we would like to do each episode too is break down like a new equipment piece, and so we are being light. If y'all can see how great I'm being lit right now, it just looks amazing. So we are being lit today with what is called a Nanlite, and it is a cinematic treasure for filmmakers or for anyone who's doing a podcast or for even if you want to do a wedding video, photography, whatever the case may be. And so I'm going to change it over to Yabui, and he's going to break that down for you.
One moment. Let's see this light. Here we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
blue.
Nanlite. Let me switch the camera around. Boom. It's a Nanlite 30. And I have the 30C as well, which is a newer one. But basically, I use this for everything. Cinematography, setting lights up for movies, using it for any kind of music videos, because you can go and it's RGB, so you can change it to any kind of color that you want to change it to. You change the colors a little bit. This one I've dropped many times, so they're pretty durable. So I've dropped this many times, but yeah, you can change the colors if you want to change the colors. You change the white light, and yeah, you can actually adjust the temperature. So if you need it, if trying to match the scene, the practical lighting, you can make it warmer, or if you want to make it cooler, you can definitely do that. Then I also have different special effects. You know, for the rap videos, I will use this one here. If you're trying to emulate being chased by the cops in your movie, you can definitely do this right here. But yeah, and B&H, Amazon, definitely buy all these used because you get the same warranty. Buying used is new, so I'll definitely buy these used, so you can save about 20% on B&H pretty much. So yeah, so this is definitely a great tool. Also, photography. If you want to shoot photography at night, instead of using strobes, because if you use strobes and then your aperture, you have to push it all the way up so you can kind of take an account for the strobes. Then you could be missing out your backlighting. So I just bring this little thing here. I light people, you know, kind of like this. You know, people who like to get lit, and it's just you bring this out for night shoots so I can, uh, you know, expose for the background, and then just add this as a kiss of light for them. So yeah, Nanlite 30C.
All right. Yeah, so your boy has used this, and I've actually used it a lot too in some projects that I use. And it looks amazing, and it works amazing. You all, it is super lightweight, which is one thing that I like to use when I'm out doing shots because, like, you know how it is. Once you're out on shoots, for you all who are like in the industry or not in the industry, like toting equipment is terrible, and so you want to try to find the most efficient equipment to use to get the whatever you're trying to achieve, whether it's the lighting, from sound, the camera equipment, you just want to be like, especially when you're out in the field, use the right equipment. So the Nan light, you all. And can you tell us where to find it one more time?
Oh yeah, you can definitely use it at buy it from B&H. You can buy it from any retailer. I don't think you can buy it at any at Best Buy or anything, but B&H, Amazon, Adorama, you know, your normal go tos online.
All right. Have you you have any clips or anything that you could possibly show?
I mean, it's
That
like
way you,
every movie. Let me pull up something. Let me pull up
yeah,
something.
let's share.
Let's pull up. I just want to get demonetized. Let me make sure it's let me look real quick. Okay. Well, I can't use that. It's not being released yet. 1 second.
Uh-oh. So while he's looking that up, you all. So another thing that I was thinking about just with cinema news, you know, I know we've talked before, Yabui, about Jonathan Majors, right?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so you know, Jonathan Majors has a new movie coming out called Magazine Dreams.
Yeah, big
Uh,
up to him, man. Big up on the come up there, man. He should have been sent to jail. Just ooh. Big up to Jonathan Majors. Go
I
ahead.
know.
My bad. Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
I feel the same way, bro. So like, uh, I am a big supporter of Jonathan Major as an actor because he is a very talented individual. And so he has a new movie for you all who do not know that's coming out soon. I think in the next month or so, maybe end of this month. I can't remember. I have to look back at the date. Called Magazine Dreams, which
Oh, okay.
premiered in 2023 at Sundance, where he plays a bodybuilder who is
Oh, yes,
obsessed
yes,
with
yes, yes.
yeah.
Is it it's based off a true story, right? Is it the guy that won Mr. USA or something?
So I don't know. It might be like based off of not like his actual story, but like inspired by it. If that
Oh,
makes sense.
okay. He looks super swollen in that movie. I
Y-
seen the trailer. You look, oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So but it seems like very intense, and so they just dropped a new kind of sneak peek look of that today. And so if you all have not seen the trailer or the sneak peek, please go on YouTube and check that out today. It's called Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Majors. I feel like it's going to be the film that will like catapult him back into being the superstar that I believe he is for real and really just back into the shine light. And even, you know, it might give him an Oscar nod from it because he goes really into depth with the character that he plays.
Wow, 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 wow. Here. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me. I'm just gonna play the Southern Village trailer, but I'm gonna.
Do you know this man?
Right here. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so on this, I guess on this scene here, I just to the right of him, I just have one of those nan lights, just kind of just shining right on him. So I have two nan lights on a C stand with a little gooseneck holder thing, to light him from the right side. So yeah, there we go. I have it right there. So should be streaming soon. Enrico will probably update us shortly. Hopefully in the next few months or sometime this year, it'll be streaming on a national streaming service near you. Okay, we go and go
So
back.
I want to just give you all props for I did, you know, I had the chance to catch Southern Village and it looks so good. Uh, it's some really good shots in it. And the cinematography, like I just want to give you your props too, Yabui. Just like every project, one after the other, like you just improve and get so much better at it. And I encourage you all to go check this film out because it really is a good film. And your shot like that, like I don't want to like I'm trying to talk about it without giving away too much, but like for sure, like those opening scenes and like some other scenes in it, I was like, whoa, this is good. I mean, all
No,
your work is good, but it's
no,
just
no.
yes.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, when I read the script, when Enrico sent me the script, oh my gosh, and it had to go. You know, the other two films were like family based film. This is a family based film as well, but
Mhm.
just goes a little bit darker. There's a lot. It's a lot more edgier. So I had to adjust the light accordingly. Just a lot more dramatic lighting. Just not a lot of high key stuff. Just a lot of oh yeah, the opening scene. Yeah,
Yeah, you see, you know,
yes,
yeah, that's
yes,
what,
yes,
yeah.
yes. The opening scene is dope because I had to put a light. It was at night, so I had to put the light outside, shining through the window to make it look like the moonlight was coming through. And then we just basically used the Sony A7S III and its low light capabilities to kind of get everything that we needed. Had to throw a little nan light inside the closet to accent what was in the closet. So yeah, it was yeah. Southern Village is the one. That's yeah. It's my best project so far. Working with El Rico. So yeah, definitely.
So I think you just kind of answered my question. So would you say that like the best it like outside of everything that kind of went into the project, your favorite thing about the project itself was just the lighting part from a cinematography standpoint?
Oh yeah, I could be a lot more creative in Southern Village because we had smaller locations so I could really fit the lights where I needed to. And when you're buying gear, don't focus so much on the camera. The rule is whatever you spend on your camera, that's what you should spend on your lighting, for the most part. So, I don't ever buy any new clothes. I only buy stuff for my kids and for my wife, but I never buy myself anything new. You see me wearing the same thing every day: black shirt, black sweats, and black shoes. That's all I wear every day. I'm saving my money to buy this gear and invest in my passion. So,
I think you just said something important there. Uh, not about the not buying clothes for yourself, because I like to buy clothes for myself.
I know. I mean, you're in front of the camera all the
No, I'm
time,
just
so
joking.
yeah,
I'm just
you're
messing with
always
you.
you're always looking dapper. You're always looking dapper. So
We do what we can. Hey, y'all check out these glasses too. I just got these glasses and I'm really feeling them. But also no, one thing that you really said is like, do not like you don't have to be tied or fixated on having the best camera, right? And the lighting is what really makes the film or the mood of the film. Speaking of which, it reminds me of Peppermint Lady, right? So Peppermint Lady, I shot using a A7 III and a A6300, which according to cinema standards is not up to par for cinema standards. Um, it's really just like a camera I had from when I was just doing photography. One of the first cameras I had when I first started doing photography, but doing the Peppermint Lady, which is for you all who do not know what the Peppermint Lady is, it is a 7-part miniseries that I just did as a passion project about the neighborhood candy lady who comes back to hunt people.
ooh,
And I really wanted to take upon myself to like make this project using the bare minimum. And so we really used the bare minimum. The only thing that wasn't the bare minimum was the lighting. I actually have some pictures here that I want to show that I
okay,
can kind of
okay,
break down with y'all
yeah,
too.
sure. Let me pull it up real quick here.
So first, yeah, you can show the. I think we have the trailer too, so I show the trailer just so y'all can kind of see like using like a minimum camera, how you can still achieve a cinematic look, and then I show some behind the scenes pictures, just kind of breaking down like one of the scenes we did and
Yeah,
just
the
how we
A7
achieved
III is a legendary. I use that so many times until the shutter broke
it.
during a wedding.
Oh no!
Walking down the aisle.
Did you
Make sure you bring a second camera with you. Oh, I always bring a second camera with me.
That was my question.
The shutter broke. I just boom, and it's something that always happens on that camera. So if you're shooting a lot, yeah, the A7 III shutter.
I
Make sure you
do.
get that PPA insurance so it can get fixed for $50. I haven't fixed it yet. It's still broken in my storage box, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it fixed soon.
Let's get one for Yabui's camera.
All right, so we're gonna pull up the BTS or the scenes and sips.
So not the scenes and sips. It should be on there. It should say Peppermint Lady trailer.
Let me take a look. Let me just downloaded everything. Oh, okay. Peppermint teaser.
Mm-hmm. And so, also speaking of Scenes and Sips, you all, so Scenes and Sips was an event that was hosted this past week at Cask and Flight's Wine Tasting Room, downtown Pensacola, which was an intimate and exclusive showcase of short films written and directed by myself, a majority of them, which showcased a lot of just films ranging from romance to horror to suspense and so much more. It was a great time, you all. Thank you. The community really came out and supported, and it really left people on the edge of their seats. And I'm excited to share that it was the first one, but it will not be the last. And I'll go more into detail about that in a minute.
Okay, so we're gonna do some stuff on the fly right now. It's an MOV file, and this program only uses MP4, so I'm gonna go ahead and convert it real quick.
All right.
So go ahead and go to the next topic, and I'll get that converted like right now.
All right. So speaking of like Scenes and Sips. So Scenes and Sips, like I said, it showcased a lot of short films. Um, can we bring up pictures for that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
One sec.
Yeah, a lot of short films that were made here locally. Well, made locally within the Pensacola film community. I don't want so we are based out of Pensacola. I know that this is going to be streamed outside elsewhere, but you all, Pensacola really has a very great film community made of very talented, very talented, not very, but incredibly talented filmmakers. So this is just some of the cast and crew that were in some of the films. I have some other pictures too. We kind of cipher through as well. Let's see here.
There we go. Next picture.
All right, so this is just some of the turnout. We were fortunate to have a really good turnout and a very diverse turnout of people who came out and supported the films. This just set up so it was in, like I said, Cask and Flight's wine tasting room. It was
Shout out to Cask and Slice.
Shout out to
Cicely,
Cask and
Cicely and John doing dope establishment. Go get your wine and everything. Starting to interrupt.
yes, and Frank Brosnan, who works out there.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
yes, sir.
Frank, yes. So like I said, it was a night just really just kind of showcasing films that were made from the independent film community, you all. And so coming forth here in the next month or so, we hope to. It was such a success. We hope to continue it. It may not, always be my films that will be shown, but I would like to take the opportunity to use this event to showcase other filmmakers along the Gulf Coast and surrounding areas to really like allow them and have them present the opportunity to them to showcase their work to a wider range. All right, how are we looking on the trailer?
We're gonna yeah, give me just another moment.
All right, we good, y'all. So while I'm doing this, Yabui, you can kind of talk and work with me at the same time.
Okay, go ahead.
So, what are some things that you just kind of see challenges when you work on set as a DP?
For the most part, we're working with no budget. We're working with no budget, so you pretty much got grab someone off the street, friend, family, and let them hold the mic, hold the boom. Let them help you with the lights. You really got to train them up because sometimes the boom will be in the shot, they'll be shaking. Maybe the XLR cord will be shaking the whole and making ruining the sound. But on zero budget, you can't really get mad at them. You have to make sure you train them up right. So that's about it. But I just can't wait till budgets get better in the future.
No, can we just give one up for the boom in the shot? Cause the boom be in the shot, y'all.
All the time. But you gotta just go ahead and crop it out. Crop it out in post. But
you'll never know.
You'll never know. But you just gotta keep looking through. That's why now that I'm not switching camera to me, I'm trying to get this thing converted. Okay. But I got the wireless transmitter for the audio for the video. I have the video transmitted to my iPads now. So now on set, I have 2 or 3 people with an iPad looking and searching for that stuff. So it's far and few, but there's always a boom in the shot.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive with the iPad. I might need to jump in on that. I see where we have one comment from Ray Quinn saying the show was great with the showcase, by the way. Yes, thank you. Ray Quinn is actually Q, is what I know him by.
What's up, Q?
He is an amazing music composer and player and very talented. And he has
Yes, he is.
He has actually had the he has actually scored several of my films, and so it's a great person to work with. And thank you for tuning in for our podcast today.
Awesome, man. Here we go. We're ready. I'm going to go ahead and start this off, okay?
All right.
Happening again. Peppermints.
That is
You switched to me. Bravo, bravo. Just everything. The lighting, the soundtrack. Just the way you edited that. And
appreciate
yeah,
that.
that's dope, bro. That's dope.
Hey, I really appreciate that. So that was the trailer for the Peppermint Lady, which will be coming on coming out soon, hopefully here in the next month. Well, details will be bringing that. But so funny thing, I was able to showcase a exclusive sneak peek at Scenes and Sips this past week for the Peppermint Lady, and I was nervous, y'all, because as a filmmaker, I'm always super nervous when I'm like Erica Badu. I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my. But no, seriously. So I was a little nervous about showcasing because I'm always nervous about how people are gonna react to it. But people were so into it. Like
Yeah.
I showed, so it's a 7-part series. I showed pieces of the first 2 episodes, and it was an amazing response, you all. Um, and it was I cannot. It makes me like on the inside more excited because y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta toot my horn a little bit, y'all. The
They not
peppermint.
like us. They not like us.
The Peppermint Lady is where it's at, y'all. It is gonna leave y'all on the edge of y'all seat. So I've done a lot of films and a lot of shorts, and I've done a lot of stuff with cliffhangers, right? Because I like to leave people on edge. However, I just once I'm done with something, I'm done with something. I don't like kind of like picking up stuff or circling back to it. However, with the Peppermint Lady, y'all, after I finished editing the rough draft of it, I'm like, damn.
Tear on the eye, huh?
I'm like, I want to know what's next.
Me too, bro. Man, that was a great cliffhanger that you did there. So
And so I'm excited for you all to see what we have in store. If you all were at I don't know who, I can't tell who all is watching the podcast, but if you were at the showcase and saw the sneak peek, if you'll just drop your comments.
yeah, drop some comments, drop some
Yeah.
hearts. You know, we need to get this algorithm going. This is just the first episode, so.
Yeah. So I got some behind the scenes pictures I want to bring forth too, just kind of like talk about it real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Because we really like, I really do. I see some of the comments. Thank y'all so much for everything, the love that is being shown right now. But like I was saying, the one thing that I really wanted to do with this project was I wanted to go back to the basis of shooting it, right? And so this right here that you can kind of see, we're kind of position it. It's like the back of the camera, right? So it's not like a mega film camera. It is a Sony A7 III, which is still a good camera, y'all. I ain't gonna lie
That's
to
a
you.
great camera, man.
But
yeah, made a lot of money with that camera, bro. I'm sure you did. You paid that thing a million times already, probably. So
but like as far as what you would look as far as like industry wise, it would not be considered an industry type camera. Um, but I shot it and it just went great. We had some great lighting out. We have some other little pictures too. And then thinking about like one thing that I did with the sound too. So for this project, I did not have until the very end. We shot it all in the weekend's time. So Friday night, a little bit on Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday. Calculating all the hours we spent on set, it probably was 24 hours max. Uh, we shot 7 things in like a 24 hour
that's
period.
what's up, man. Just get the ground on, man.
Yeah.
And look at the lighting you had to deal with, bro.
Yeah.
But with you, you're so creative, working with all the practical lighting and all the lighting, that the environmental lighting. You always do such a great job.
So let me give a quick shout out to Other Coast Grip and Lighting. My boy Liam with Other Coast Grip and Lighting came out and gaffed on this project, and the gaffer is the person who is over the lighting for production. And so he came and he really like helped me kind of we went through a mood board and I showed him what I had in mind, and so he really came out and like, so what you see right here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to invite him on for another podcast so we can get the technical stuff. But we shot in this field and he lit the whole field. So what you see right now is our main actress, our Peppermint Lady behind the scenes, and he has on a stand a light kind of mounted up to kind of light the whole area, but it kind of emulated what would be a street lantern. And so that's how it kind of lit it.
That's good. That's great, bro. Looks so dope. Even the actual picture and the And the film grain, man, looks dope, bro.
Yeah, and then we got some more that we'll go through. And like I said, on Shot Callers podcast, we really want to like give a more in depth behind the scenes look and kind of like I see where Leah Gibbs says she wants to learn lighting. We'll give a serious breakdown. So this gives a better image of the set that we were working with. So in the front, he like I said, he had like a large stand that he mounted up and put this amazing light on to kind of like light us from the front to make it emulate the orange from the street lighting, as well as a contrast of a cooler lighting in the
No,
back.
I love the contrast. You got the blue and orange going on.
Yeah.
Or teal and orange. That's what's up.
And so let me tell y'all some funny behind the scenes stories right now, right? So that was our main lighting setting. So we didn't need any other lighting. It really lit the scene. And I'm excited for you all to see it because it lit the scene well. But when I tell y'all that we were using the bare minimum, I didn't have a sound person, right? So luckily I had a guy, shout out to Q Quincy, who was my behind the scenes person who came originally on set to kind of capture a lot of behind the scenes pictures and photos and videos. So bring the picture back up real quick for me. The last one.
Okay.
Hold on one moment. But I didn't have a sound person and my equipment is out to date, so it was not up to par. However, for us to achieve what we needed to do in a small amount of time, we used a old Amazon mic, shotgun mic that I probably paid $25 for from Amazon.
They got figure two maker, bro, man. As long as you get it within the levels, it doesn't peak you. Man.
Yeah,
You're good
and
to go,
it worked
bro.
good. But look, so he is holding what appears to be a boom pole.
Yep.
It is a painter stick.
That's what's up, man. You gotta do what
So
you gotta do.
that's what I'm saying, peeps. So you don't really always have to have the top notch stuff. You can really use household items and stuff. So we mounted the mic onto the end of the painter stick and extended out, and it actually like the quality of the sound that we were able to achieve that night really came out really well.
Yeah, and it's all about your story and creativity, bro. You know, the editing and how you set the pace and everything. So it's all about that. It's not all the gear that you have. It's how you use it.
And that's
the
what
ocean
it
and the
is.
ocean, you know. So
And then going through some of the other ones, we'll go through them real quick. So in this scene, I really didn't have anyone. It was just me and our actress, Capri Monet, who was an incredible actress as well. I didn't have a sound person for this one, so I took the boom pole, the not the boom pole, the painter stick, and mounted the mic on the end. And I didn't at the time have a C stand available.
that mic right there is only $25.
That mic was $25, y'all. Y'all can find a great shotgun mic from Amazon. Just type in for $25. And so as additional sound that I used to record the scene, because we were just in the heat of the moment, I have a Yeti podcast mic hooked up to my iPad.
I see it right there. Okay.
And I'm recording sound, so I was able to get two sources of sound because I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work out, but it worked out so well, you all.
That's what's up. Congrats, bro. Congrats for that.
And yeah, so I'm excited, like I said, for you all to see the final edits coming up soon of the Peppermint Lady. Shout out to the cast of the Peppermint Lady, Capri Monet, Tia Owens, who is an incredible Peppermint Lady. She's kind of scary for real, on camera. Jean Alexander, Tilden Whitfield, Marcus Miller. I think that's everyone. Yeah, you have any upcoming projects coming up, Yabui? Anything in the works? So yeah, this is another one of me and Capri. So you can really see like how I got the iPad set up right there, and I'm just holding the camera, filming her as we kind of get the
by
scene
yourself.
Right. Yeah,
lighting everything by you, sound by you, written, directed, everything, bro. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
But no, you have any upcoming projects coming up?
Let me switch camera. No, just regular, client work, like graduation shoots. I just got booked for G Code, so I'm actually gonna shoot G Code.
Yeah.
Deco stuff. I got some intro videos and different things that I'm doing for them. So yeah, just got booked for that. So yeah, that's always I'm always excited to work with them because just working with the kids, they're always so excited to be in their own little mini movies and everything, and then they have to go out there and dance in front of thousands of people. So
I mean,
yeah.
G Code is incredible. I'm so glad that they're continuing on with that.
Oh yeah, and you actually a couple years ago, you actually did a whole bunch of work with them, and man, those are great videos that you did for them, man. So
Thank you. Yeah. If y'all are not familiar with G Code, it is a is it region wide step show?
no, it's just it's just local
Okay.
here, but then people because I think they have lamplighters like in Tallahassee, like
Mhm.
Mobile. So yeah, this is just for like
Yeah.
Pensacola.
But these kids are incredible, you all. If y'all, I don't have the details for when it is coming up, but we will try to get that information and put it in the comments for you all. But it is these kids come on stage and they perform so well, and it is such a good time. So y'all definitely check that out. Think to myself, so I for sure have Peppermint Lady coming on, and as we go through each episode, I kind of break down a different little aspect of something with that. But another thing that I'm excited that I'm working on too is a documentary. So I do just giving me a little background. I do a lot of narrative work, but I do a lot of documentary work too. So I have this incredible documentary coming up called Hues of Happiness, which I'm not actually spearheading. I'm just kind of the co-pilot in it. It is under my boy Jeff Benjamin.
Is
And
that the one who wrote that other?
yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff wrote "Marry Me" yesterday, and he is now spearheading this project, which I've been fortunate to come on and work with him, called Hues of Happiness, and it is ultimately the search for joy in Black man. What makes Black man smile?
Oh wow,
And
how many pages is that?
so,
Oh, it's actually documentary.
so the
Okay,
doc,
okay.
yeah.
So what's projected? Maybe an hour or two, or
We got everything kind of shot. We're still kind of finalizing some things. We're in the edit bay now,
okay.
but it has been just a ultimate experience. We've interviewed people here locally in Florida. We've gone to New Orleans and interviewed people, even all the way to Houston. And then so like it really has been a search for joy and what kind of makes Black men smile. And so I think with us talking about it, one thing that we realized is that like we were doing the documentary to find answers, but we've also found like an answer within ourselves and like makes us really find joy. And so
Okay.
I'm excited for you all to kind of, and like I said, we'll each episode we'll be breaking down a different aspect. Like today we kind of talked about scripts and stuff. We'll be breaking down like behind the scenes of the different projects that we're working on or that we are knowledgeable about, and to just kind of give more insight to just everything cinema. And so yeah, thank y'all for that.
Mm.
Y'all be on the lookout for sure, for sure.
All
Oh wait,
right.
hold on. I'm looking at the comments as well. All right, let's see. Thank you all. Yeah, thanks. I see Phil, my boy Phil in here. He says loving all of this. Jeff says still waiting on my screener copy. He must be talking about Peppermint Lady. Leah says definitely a good time. Can't wait to see the doc. Yeah, I'm so excited for you all to see this. It has like we have interviewed some ultimate just I don't want to say subjects, but like people who have just really shared some very heartfelt things. And the thing about the documentary is that like I'm gonna have to bring Jeff on so he can really. I really want him to kind of like explain it because he really shares a lot of personal story that kind of like inspired him on. So we'll have to get Jeff on. But really, it at the premise of it is when Black men are with themselves, we laugh and we smile and we have a good time. But when it comes to being in the public eye or in front of a camera, we mask up. And so that is the premise of what sparked this whole journey. And so yeah, I would like to go more in depth about that. And even for me, I was the cinematographer for this project. So I'll be breaking down like how I lit my subjects, as well as like, how to approach something when you want to, like, you might have an idea yourself that you want to do a doc or about, or a short, just kind of like a short documentary about, and we'll kind of just break that down and where to start and how to make it happen.
Hey, Jeff is the guy who did the speech at Dominique's party, right?
Yeah.
He gave that speech was so inspirational. Oh my gosh. And I guess that's why he writes so well, because man, that speech, I was about to cry. Do you remember? Man, that was a great speech.
I don't know if he's still in the comment section, but it was a good speech. That was a good time too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I think we are getting ready to wrap it on up. Do you have any final thoughts or?
Final thoughts is, let me show the Southern Village trailer real quick. Is that cool?
Yeah. Let's see it.
Okay. I was trying to find it because I had the wrong one that we sent to the place we were supposed to send it to. So I think I have the right one now.
Oh yeah. So the podcast will be weekly. Y'all tune in every Thursday night at 8 p.m. As of right now, this was our first episode, so we were kind of using it as a test subject to really work out the kinks and everything. But we will be going live. Also, please follow us on Facebook, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
The Shot Callers Podcast. We have an official Facebook page and Instagram, so we'll plug it in again. But follow us on the Shot Callers Podcast on Facebook and on Instagram. We'll be going live from that page next week, as well as on YouTube. And so, yeah, definitely tune in and join us weekly, because like I said, we have some very exciting and interesting things on the horizon.
So here we go. We're going to drop it right now.
Yeah.
Whenever it feels like coming on. My bad. Yeah, we're going to have less technical difficulties next week.
Live in the studio on Joy in the Morning. We'll bring you breaking news this morning on that is sending shockwaves throughout the community on the Gulf Coast.
I live with the darkness inside of me that I keep suppressed under a $300 suit and a well-manicured people. You see, the military didn't program me to be a killer. Because I had a psychotic stepfather who took care of that for me and my brother when he was little. Couldn't sleep. Something's pulling me in my spirit.
Did you try praying yet?
I'm a God-fearing man who believes Christ is coming back again. But I've come to realize, especially in my later years, that we have to believe that there is a life after this one. And that we all have to answer to the things that we've done here on earth.
Story box.
No. God, no!
Well, just remember,
Well, shout
Romans
out.
12, verse 17 through 21.
Both dope.
Do not
actors.
repay anyone evil for evil, cuz.
Yabui, they waiting on who next.
All right. Coming soon, maybe. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know what the dates, but hopefully soon.
Yabui, what's the lead actor's name?
Jerome.
Give some up for Jerome.
Phil, what's up, Jerome? Well, Jerome, you got Lisan Villa.
Yes.
And you got Carlos Villa. They all did such a great job.
Is
along
that-
with everybody else.
Is that her son?
Yes, that's actually her son.
Give
so,
some
yeah.
up for them too.
Yep. Shout out to the Villas.
Yeah, like I said, you all local talent, support the local arts, y'all. That's what this is not my final thought, but it's so much going on in our country right now. I'm not making this political because it's not a political podcast, but the arts are in danger, you all, and so we just need people to support locally, support the local arts, and really just yeah, just do that because even as filmmakers out here, Yabui shooting, me directing, the film right that we just saw the trailer by was by Enrico Tunstall, like, and there's so many other filmmakers locally. Jermaine Williams is another great one that you had the opportunity to
Shout
work
out to
with.
Jermaine Williams.
Yeah, that was a good one as well. It's clinical.
It's clinical, yes.
Yeah.
And we're working on some stuff with that as well. So, we're just trying to, just trying to get it all done on a zero budget, That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and like I said, and even like I said, some other Steve Wise is another a really good. I have to introduce you all. A good filmmaker, and it's so many other just people in the Gulf Coast who have created and done great work locally, and we just need to support each other because I mean we can go out and spend $14.99 a month to watch something on Netflix. Let's just put the same energy into supporting our local people because the same people who started out there had to start somewhere, and you never know where, where I might lead, where Yabui may lead, or whoever it is, And so we ask for that support and thank y'all for those who already are supporting, and for those who have not got there, get there.
Yes, sir. I have no thoughts.
right.
I
So
appreciate you
no,
coming in here, joining and starting this podcast. I'm trying to step outside of my box. I'm normally behind the camera, and I'm just trying to get in front of the camera a little bit more, trying to get this content money and everything, and just trying to feel more comfortable in front of here. So I appreciate you taking the lead on this, and I'm doing all this production back here. So thank you, Mr. Kalvo.
Oh no, thank you. Look, this is like I said, this is a step out of both of our comfort zones a little bit, but we're easing into this now. Thank you everyone who tuned in for our debut episode of the Shot Callers. However, before I let y'all go, I do have a final thought, and I think it resonates with both of us for even doing the podcast. So, one thing that motto that really steps out and really led to me ultimately being where I am here at this moment, and also as a filmmaker, was inspired by a nationwide campaign. So when I first started wanting to make films, you all, I did not go to film school. I did not even own a camera. I did not even know how to write a script. However, I did realize that I had a passion for film and that it was something that I wanted to do. However, as an individual, I found every excuse in the book not to do it. I don't have a good camera. I don't have people who can act. I don't have a sound person. I don't have any money. And so I just kept looking and just trying to find like, ways to delay myself until I felt like I had the tools to do it. And then, I just at the moment I was just like, you know what? Maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I should just let it go, right? And out of nowhere, I started seeing these signs. I was like, Lord, let me just if it's meant for like if it's supposed to happen, let me just get a sign, right? At the time I was working at a TV station. And so I started seeing all these ads that were just like, just do it. Nike's Just Do It campaign. I mean, I saw it on ads, I saw it on billboards, magazines, everywhere I turned, literally just said, just do it. And so, you know what I did? I just did it.
Yes, sir.
And I think for you, if you have a dream out there, whether it be in filmmaker or for whatever it is, or just take a risk and just do it. Like you can use the most bare minimum. Everyone has a high tech camera, film camera in their hand, a cell phone, whether it be an iPhone, Team iPhone, or a Droid. Uh, use it. Just start. You have to start somewhere. The greatest people who do the greatest things always started off in the roughest patches. And the more you do it and the more consistent you do it, the better you'll become. So my final thoughts for episode 1, just
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yabui, they waiting on who next.